Hello, hope you're doing well today. Today I want to talk about something that's very important that can save you a lot of time and energy in achieving your goals. And that is the 80-20 rule applied to all areas of life. So I'll go over the health side of things, the learning side of things, your career side of things, and also I'll touch upon relationship side of things as well. So what is the 80-20 rule? So basically 20% of effort, 20% of the most important things that you focus on drive 80% of the results that you see within a certain field. And this is very important because when you're trying to level up very quickly in multiple areas of life at once, it becomes a matter of managing your time and your energy and to pour those resources, which are very valuable resources, the most valuable resources we have, time and energy. It comes a matter of balancing that with the other fields and making sure that you get a good return on your investment for your time and your energy. So today I want to talk about how you can leverage this principle in multiple areas of your life and give examples of where this may help you. So to begin with, we'll talk about the health side of things. Now, for this, it's relatively simple. It's the 80-20 rule for the health side of things is to be conscious about your diet choices and make sure that you move your body every day. It doesn't matter what sort of movement that it is. If you're just stretching every day, or if you're doing the One Punch Man workout, if it's 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, a 10k run or something like that. If you're lifting weights, that's great. If you're going for a run, that's great. But whatever it is, you just need to be moving your body. You need to get your heart rate up, and you need to make sure that you're not stagnant for the whole day. Even if it's just a 5k walk or a 2k walk or a walk around the block. Get up and move your body. Also, there's the diet side of things. Now, the diet side of things is a bit more tough because it's very easy to be eating things that we aren't supposed to be eating, that aren't necessarily good for you. It's common now to have foods that taste great. They're awesome, but in the long run, they're not really doing your body any well and good. If anything, you're doing yourself harm by ingesting these kinds of foods that are accessible to the majority of people. But the majority of food isn't very healthy. So make sure you're making conscious diet choices. Stick to more whole foods. If you can't, commit to something relatively extreme such as carnivore or keto, keep it whole, keep it, organic, try to keep it as natural as possible. The less processing the food goes through and the less ingredients that the food has on the labels, the better it is for you, more likely. I think a lot of the foods that are accessible to us, you go through the ingredients list and you have a look and there's like, oh, what is this? What does this even mean? Like, can I even pronounce this properly? And what does it even like do? What kind of effect does it have? It's not like, 100% beef, 100% pork, stuff like that. That's basically it for the health section. Move your body and make more conscious decisions on your diet. Next up, onto the learning side of things. Focus on the fundamentals. Now, this is a key thing I think a lot of people misunderstand when it comes to learning a skill. A lot of the professionals that you see in multiple disciplines, whether it be, MMA fighters or sports people, football players, musicians even, they focus on the fundamentals. They focus on the most important things. Like for football, say let's take football for example. Keeping the ball close at your feet, focusing on touching having a good first touch, passing the ball and moving, and being a team player. So just learning how to pass, touch, run. And all those players on the field, if they all master the fundamentals and they work together like a machine, they're all fundamentally sound. That creates a very strong force in which other teams won't be able to defend well. They'll get overwhelmed relatively easy. They'll get overwhelmed. And it's the same with fighters. You have boxers and they just fundamentals. They know how to throw a jab. They know how to throw a two. They don't do all the fancy kind of tricky stuff, which is it looks cool on paper, but the fundamental fighters are usually the ones who go very far in the sport. They master the simple things. Tim Duncan as well, a great example. He was a basketball player for the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA, and he was just fundamentally sound. He was one of the best to ever do it at the power forward position. So focus on the fundamentals, master the fundamentals, and only then, after you master those fundamentals, that you can transition to more stuff that is, more outside the box and what it is that you're learning. In terms of your career, focus on the high leverage tasks. So the tasks that are going to get you closer to getting a promotion at work, or the tasks that are going to get you higher up in the ranks, the tasks that are going to get you more money if you're an entrepreneur, that kind of stuff. Double down on them. Figure out what those tasks are and how they work for you. Figure out if they bring in more revenue, if they bring in more money. And if it's not bringing you in more money, if it's not improving your chances of success, then it's probably best that you drop that. That you drop that, or not necessarily drop it, but give it like a back seat in terms of growth and growing your career, and focus on another aspect that may push you higher up the ranks, or higher up career wise. Yeah, I've noticed that, like, I've made videos on this before, and I'll definitely dive into it in the future as well. But like, for me, when it comes to the leverage tasks, it's making the videos like this for you guys to watch and to give you guys as much value as possible. With music, it's all about getting the beat done and getting it out there for people to listen to. So those are the most important things when it comes to your career and the 80-20 rule. Now, relationship wise, my advice for this, the 80-20 rule for this, would just be more quality time over quantity time. And this ties into the whole idea that, we're all busy people, we all have our own lives. And especially if you have a significant other in your life, it's not always a good idea to be spending more time with them, but rather spending quality time with them, being truly present with them when they are with you, and truly, giving them all your, I wouldn't say all your energy, but just being there in the moment with them is very important. You don't want to be, if you're with your significant other and you're just on your phone, you're scrolling, or you're distracted, you're not connecting with that other person. So it's very important you want to be truly present with them. And even if that means that, if you're career focused and you don't have that much time to spend with your significant other, you make sure that when you do spend time with them, that you're truly present. And I think that being more present with your significant other matters a whole lot more than the amount of time that you spend with them. Yeah, quality over quantity when it comes to the relationship side of things. Yeah, I have a lot of mates who I don't necessarily keep in touch with because I'm very focused on my goals, and I know that they're focused on their goals too. They've got stuff that they want to do, but I know for sure that I like to think that the next time that I come across them or I see them, that bond is still going to be there that we've built. The friendship, the respect, the brotherhood that we built is still going to be there after these extended periods, because we know that, you know, we can respect each other in our grind. That's pretty much it for the relationship side of things. You know, keep the quality good, be present with them. Yeah, that's the most important thing. So that's going to pretty much do it for today. A little bit of a longer video. It's hopefully that by me going through these 80-20 rules for these aspects of your life, that you found that you could take one or two of these and implement them into your own life and hopefully see a positive change. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. If you guys have any 80-20 rules or 80-20 principles that you've applied to certain areas, and how have they helped you, or how have they not helped you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for stopping in. See you later.